Officially opened the 8th June 1997 by Lenny Lynch, PRO, Common Luke Sales. This is the day that the Asdee GAA club has waited for a long time. A lot of work, a lot of hard work gone into an evening like this.
Just look out here now again, just that's
it. Dennis Jim O'Connor, Chairman of the Asdee Club. Patsy Coughlin, the Secretary of the Asdee GAA Club. And members of the Walsh family moving over. There's Patsy Coughlin, the Secretary, and members of Jack Walsh's family, his brother Tommy and his son Eddie, are also there beside the plaque. And to the right of those, of course, is Leo Griffin, involved with the Kerry team, and behind him is Eddie Dowling. Eddie, who was up in Cavan last week for the 1947 celebrations, and of course we saw him in RTE last Saturday. Now we'll speak to Eddie Dowling. Jack, don't talk. Jack Welch, who's that for words about Jack?
Oh, my best friend, Jack Welch.
Tell me when you're ready now.
Yeah.
With me I have Eddie Dowling. Eddie, a great midfielder of Kerry from the 40s, and Eddie will remember Jack Walsh, of course, much more so than the younger generation. Eddie, you remember Jack?
Sure, and I'm delighted to be here tonight to open the field in his memory. Jack and myself were great friends down through the years. I remember when I was going to Collar School, the Black and the rest of us, Long Jack, Connie and Brashton and Robbie Stack, those were our heroes. And as a matter of fact, when we'd be playing the game, we called the Black, Long Jack, and so on.
But Jack, you played against him and with him? Or?
No, I didn't play against Jack.
Never played against Jack?
I see him playing several times.
Yeah.
But I had the pleasure of playing with Connie.
Right.
Because we played, the Black and myself played with my van, senior football, before we played with Ballydunno.
Right. So you were a great friend to Jack Walsh?
A personal friend, and we were well out to drink pints.
And as we were at it, you were up in Cavan last week, you met some of the old...
Oh, I met them all.
Mick Higgins and all.
Yeah.
All of them were up in...
They gave us a great turnout.
And you got injured in 47.
And they gave us lovely trophies.
Is that right?
Yeah, I called it Young Sam's. A small Sam Maguire, THUS.
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Is that right? So you're delighted to be here this evening in memory of Jack Welch?
Delighted in memory of Jack Welch, my old friend.
Thank you very much, Eddie. Thank you. As we stand outside the Walsh pitch here again this evening, and we have been speaking to people who mentioned the cost of the club, the cost of developing the pitch for the club, something in the region of 150 or 60,000. Now, chairman of that finance committee, Michael O'Connor. You were involved for a long time there, Michael.
Well, for the past 10 years we've been involved in the finance committee, and we have a great bunch of guys, work well together, never had any problems, and it has proved today, and I'm delighted to be part of this organisation, this club. It's a great achievement. We've got great enjoyment over the past 10 years.
And they tell me it's almost paid for, Michael.
It is paid for, yeah. We have no debt of any kind.
A lot of hard nights.
A lot of long nights, telling you, we've gone through it.
Any few things you did in making money fundraising?
Well,
draws,
mainly draws, and in the early days there we had dances, and they worked, and then when they failed we went back to the draws again.
Did you get help overseas, Michael, in this?
There was a lot of money, a lot of cards for the draws came back, from the States.
A lot of people from Asdee would have immigrated over the years.
A lot of people has helped us out in a big way, and then we went ahead and done the sponsorship for the opening of the pitch, and it was fantastic, the response we got.
And a great day for the Walsh family.
Fantastic for the Welshers, and for the people of Asdee, and for the youth of Asdee.
Thanks a million, Michael.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with me here I have Jack Hennessy, a man I've known for many years. He played a lot of football for Asdee and for Ballylongford, and now he's putting a lot of time, or has put a lot of time over the last number of years into administration and into the hard work and the development of the Asdee pitch. And the other night I was reading the programme. I think Jack had a lot to do with that too. It's not a programme, it's a book. It's a fantastic production and great memories and great reading for people even outside the parish. Jack, you had a lot to do with that, and we must compliment you on it.
Thank you very much. Well, we started off we thought we'd just have a small programme. We were just wondering would we get enough to make a 100-page programme with a ton of people with stuff, and it worked out great to finish. And well, there's a great committee here, and everyone worked together, and it was a marvellous occasion today. It was a big honour to be involved with the club.
You're delighted you're involved, Jack?
It's great, but hard work, it's well worth it today. Today is the day that really everything showed up.
And Jack, when you were doing with the lads there, their names are in the book. We won't mention them in case we leave out somebody. But there was a lot of hard work in getting articles and ads and so on. For
There
that.
was a lot of phone calls to be made, and everyone meant well with it. Just I suppose going to write.
Yeah.
People were just leaving about the last minute, but it all came good in the finish.
It's a fantastic production, Jack, and it's a credit to you. And thanks a million.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you.
Extremely well.
This is Father Kissan, the local priest in Asdee, who is performing the official blessing of the pitch.
Long Jack Welsh from Crockdara. And I didn't know him at all personally, but he has a brother here tonight who is 92 years of age. And if I might pause for a moment to respect his brother at 92, would I do that for a minute? Tom Welsh is the brother of Jack Welsh. He's here tonight at 92. Could we give him a little clap?
I'd like also to pay respect to the GAA club here in Asdee who have made this occasion possible. I'd like also to compliment the Asdee community project people who have put a lot.
We are not particularly concerned about what divisions might be in sport because we have a soccer club. There are basketball people down around using our complexes down below in the school. As long as people are availing of the opportunities of the complexes and sports scenes that are provided for them, we're happy about that. We are always concerned about urban situations where there are no amenities and where we see big urban complexes building up without any provision for amenities and sports fields and space. To this purpose, this community here, in conjunction with all the other different organizations in the past, have provided this amenity. And tonight we're enjoying it, a summer's evening, and we're appreciative of the efforts that have gone into it over the past few years. This is an official opening tonight, but the work has been going on for a couple of years, because this sort of amenity does not happen overnight. So I welcome you all here this evening, on this summer evening, to an amenity which Asdee community has provided for the people of Asdee, and particularly, of course, for the youngsters of Asdee who will, we hope, using this amenity in the future. And we hope that Long Jack Welsh, as Micheál O'Hare called him, will have many successors indeed in the community this very evening. We have Paddy O'Donoghue, John O'Keefe, who meant to stand by my side as past pupil. We'll see him that he's training Clare. We won't hold that against him at all. So I'll finish now and bless the field. Let's pray. Good and gracious God, creator of life, in whom we live and move and have our being. You've blessed your people with health so that they may find joy in their leisure times. Under your protection, may all who use this sports complex be preserved from injury and harm, and may their enjoyment be to their good and the good of the community in general, and for you, glory. We ask this to our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with you in the Holy Spirit, one God forever. Amen. hearts to sacrifice on this very happy occasion and a very special occasion for Asdee. Thanks to the people who have organised it and made this evening possible.
Thank you very much indeed, Father Kissan. Now, on behalf of the Welsh family, Mr. Mary Kelly will say a few words to us, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wonderful evening to be here in Asdee, where I was born and raised, and represent my family in thanking everybody for this wonderful honor. I'm sure my father is smiling down on us all this evening, where he spent so many years, and I'm sure he sees us all. Me, my family, sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews. We're all gathered here and we are very, very happy to be here. We've met with so much kindness from everybody in Asdee, and we are thrilled with the wonderful job they did putting this together and this wonderful honor of this beautiful park on this sunny, beautiful evening. I am deeply thrilled and thankful to everybody. It's too many to mention, and I'm only becoming aware of how much everybody was involved in this wonderful event. I want to thank everybody, and God bless.
Thank you very much indeed, Mary. Now, I think it would be a miss to us tonight if we didn't get just one word from that man we spoke about a while ago, Tommy Walsh.
Asdee GAA, I am very proud and grateful to be here today on this occasion, on the opening of this, what I call a grand Gaelic arena, to my late brother Jack. On behalf of myself and all the Welsh family, I extend a hearty Keith Meal of Falta to everybody here today present. And one other thing I will say, I'll be very brief. No words of mine can express my gratitude and the gratitude of the Welsh family to the committee who are responsible for having this grand arena, this grand sports field here. I wish them the very best of luck. Good luck.
Thanks, Tommy, very much indeed. I will now call on the chairman of the club, Jim O'Connor, please.
Asdee GAA is mór an áthas agus an nádum mar cahéalach na mire Asdee céad míle fáilte a cuireáil gach éine an seo tránana in óbh. Is ácáid mór í seo don de éon faráiste agus táimid anamhradúil as our bark úntach. As chairman of St. Mary's GAA Club Asdee, it is my privilege to welcome everybody to our official opening this evening of the Welsh Park in memory of the late Jack Welsh. It can only be described as a red letter day in the history of a proud little parish. Since the reforming of the club in '86, a great deal of time and effort has been put in by various people to make this pitch a reality. In 1988, a finance committee was set up with one goal in mind: to raise funds towards the purchase of a playing field and development of the same. Today, this club and the people of Asdee at home and abroad can rejoice in the fruit of their labour. The people of the community and those abroad have supported us without reservation, and for that we are sincerely grateful. No lesser thanks is extended to the various companies who have sponsored us along the way. It has reinforced the goodwill and faith the people have in this club. We are honoured to have Danny Lynch, PRO, Cumann Luke Gael, officially opening this pitch this evening. Also, Dennis Foley and Jimmy Deanahan, who was unavailable to unveil our National Lottery sign. And I wish to thank both men on getting £19,000 from the National Lottery. It was a very big help, and thank you and congratulations to you both on being elected. And long may you serve the people of North Kerry. Now, I'm not going on too long. I'm already on too long. But I wish the best of luck to both Kerry and Clare in the Munster Championship. And I feel that we could be witnessing a rerun of this year's Munster final. So, without further ado, I have no more to say, only thanks to everybody that has made this dream come true. The statue has moved, now the field is moving. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Reverend Fathers, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasant duty on behalf of the North Kerry Board to congratulate the Asdee Club on the magnificent achievement and achievements that they have achieved over the last 10 years. In that short space of time, you'll see the fruits of what is tremendous hard work, tremendous dedication, and a great community spirit. This is a small area, and what has been achieved is magnificent. I want to congratulate everybody concerned, particularly the club whom I know so well in the short 10 years of its existence and in the work that has been carried out. The park tonight is called after a famous footballer, Jack Walsh, and is continuing a trend along North Kerry from my van, where Conbroston Park was named after the great Conbroston, where in Ballybunion, where the Bob Stack Memorial Park was called after the great Bob Stack, and tonight we have called it after the great Jack Walsh. It is ironic that the three of them played together. The three of them won 6 All-Ireland medals when it was a time it was unheralded. And it is a fantastic achievement for the Welsh family that this pitch is being called after Jack Walsh. I am truly delighted. I had the honour of knowing the man, and it is a pleasure to be able to say thank you very much to the whole community of Asdee for this achievement. Thank you.
Thanks very much indeed, Bernie. Now I'd like to call on the Vice Chairman of the County Board, Liam Cotter.
GAA is more an orm sa avan chen kan koploch la ra asan Cumann Luke Gael Kushte Punde Kiri. Reverend Fathers, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to be here this evening on this marvellous occasion for the people of Asdee and surrounding areas at the opening of the pitch to Jack Walsh Memorial Park. It's a great honour for us to look back in the traditions of the great Jack Walsh, Bob Stack, Con Brosnan, Johnny Walsh, and all the great men of North Kerry who gave everything for our association, the Gaelic Athletic Association. And from those men we brought the traditions that brought us here today to see the people of Asdee and the Asdee GAA Club putting at the disposal of the local youth this fine facility. I'd like to apologise on the absence of the chairman of the Kerry County Board, Sean Kelly, who's unavoidably absent this evening, but I presume will be on at a later hour as he is tied up with the Munster Council of the GAA. It's great for us and the GAA to see this facility here and that it's available for all GAA matches. And I myself would like to thank the Asdee Club for the cooperation they gave us in bad wintry days when we wanted pitches, when they put their field at our disposal. I'd like to thank all those concerned. It's a big job and it's great to see it. The men and the women that came out and put everything here, put down the wire, put down the fencing, marvellous stand and everything. On another note, I would like to thank the Asdee Club for their participation in all things within the Gaelic Association, including hurling, which is being promoted here at the moment, and also in school, which they had great successful times. And I don't want to go on any further. I would like to thank them for having me here this evening and hoping that Asdee will produce many more great footballers like they have produced in the past. And it would be I couldn't leave here this evening without mentioning that great man, that great character, that great friend of mine from Asdee, none other than brother of Jack Welch's, Tommy Walsh. God bless you, Tommy.
Danny Lynch.
I think I'm a bit more height than you. All right. Okay.
Grumir Margaret. Cahirlach, Corla Kunte, Cahirlach agus Buil, Common Neighbour Asdee. It's an honor agus privilege dumsa when shot in a Kunte Fain, a Mass Magrine Fain, the O'Cod Specialta Moulera, Osig Offigiul Park, Sean Brannock. Vice Chairman of the Kerry County Board, Chairman of St Mary's Asdee, members of the County Board, Reverend Father, ladies and gentlemen, and in particular the Walsh family. It's a rare privilege and honour for me to be here in my own county amongst my own people for what is a very, very special and auspicious occasion, the opening of a new GAA pitch. The GAA is an organisation, I think, which is held more dear in the hearts of Kerry people than perhaps anywhere else, anywhere in the world. And I think what has happened here in Asdee is an indication of the important place the association has played in all our lives, informing us since the day we were reached the use of reason, and in, I suppose, giving us a focus and a forum in life. I was amazed just a few years ago, only 2 years ago, when I was down here in Kerry for the Fair of Pelin and Og. As part of, I suppose, my duties, I was asked to go around County Kerry and visit the various clubs there. I was absolutely fascinated that since my time playing in Kerry back 25 or 26 years ago, the amount of effort that communities had put in, communities like Asdee, in the provision of facilities, magnificent facilities, from pitches to dressing rooms to stands. And what we see here in Asdee is a manifestation, I think, of the effort that has been put into the GAA in Kerry over the last 2 or 3 decades in terms of facilities. And I think that's a great credit to the communities in Kerry and to the County Board. What we see here today is a manifestation of the legacy of Cusick and of the great men who came from this parish. We've already mentioned Jack Welch, in whose honour the pitch and the facilities are named. But I believe there was a Jack Moriarty, Johnny Walsh, the great Johnny Walsh, there reminded me before that, who wasn't lucky enough to win an All-Ireland medal, but probably was the pathfinder in terms of people from this area making a name for themselves on the playing fields of Ireland. Then, of course, as well as Jack Welch, you had the late Heyman and Paddy O'Donoghue, who I had the privilege again to meet tonight, and latterly John Kennedy. These are men who, with the community here, have ensured that the legacy, as I mentioned, of Cusick